And I just told God, look, I am so tired of fumbling. I am so tired of this roller coaster ride of where my life is going and coming from. Help me fix this. I can't do it. And it's almost like a miracle. Um, I sat and I was still for a moment. And thank you, Sam. I wonder what happened to you. Um, I sat still for a minute and I let God work on me. And it is a true statement. Miracles are still happening, and when you turn everything over to God, He fixes you and He makes you do what you ought to be doing instead of what you want to do, even if it's something that you just don't want to do. Um, I had, I wrote out things from time to time and that didn't follow them and stuff like that. But for the last week, I've been thoroughly walking out a plan. So I'm asking you today, are you a procrastinator on setting up a plan for your life, for your business, for your relationships? Or do you have a plan in place? And are you updating that plan? Because
Madness rundown.
you've got to get out with the old, you've got to put the new in. And sometimes what we are focused on may not be working for us. But we hang on to it because we paid for it and we got it. And we're hoping and sometimes you get too much on your plate and you really are like spread so thin in your marketing and different things that you don't saturate the market with any one thing. And the one thing I'm here to say is you. You gotta promote you and not the program. You've got to be able to build trust with people will um, and it's not about giving them results of dollars. I see so much advertisement online, and I've done it myself, so I'm guilty of what I'm about to criticize. Of promoting, get in the program, you're going to make X number of dollars, and everything's going to be hunky-dory, and then you move on to the next person. You've not invested anything to that person. You don't see if that person is getting up and going. Do they understand what they got into? And you don't have time. But coming back and really looking at how you can be effective in these people that put their trust in you and follow you is setting yourself up with a plan. How are you going to deliver you to the masses that they can receive your wisdom, your knowledge, your ability, and not feel like you're stretched so thin? Everybody's calling you and can you do this? And it's learning the little techniques. And I'm glad to say thank God. I have to give it to God. He showed me. It's letting go of control. It is allowing yourself the freedom with the flow. And I'm guilty. I got to hold on tight and I got to make sure everything is, T's crossed, I's dotted. You can't do it. You can't be that person on top of everything. What you got to do is make a plan, know the kind of people you want to work with that are going to be committed to doing the job. And this is in association, referral, affiliate, outsourcing. These people that you surround yourself with have to be an individual just like you. You're not connecting with people that want to be a go-getter and you're a go-getter. You need to leave them alone. If you're not connecting with someone that is personally growing and using personal development Because this is what they do to you. They hold you back. They hold you down. And they're always in your ear. Oh, I don't know. And you fall into a mode of convincing. You should never have to convince anybody to better their life. Ever. You should never have to convince anyone to better their life. And this was a no-brainer, but I wasn't getting it. I was, what Danny Johnson calls a convincer, a seller of the situation, and they might not be getting the situation. God showed me me. That's what he did. He showed me me, and I can't say in the blink of an eye, but that's what it feels like. He then said, these are the mistakes you're making, and this is how we're going to fix it. And it was such a revelation to say, oh my God, I got to have a hangout about this, or I've got to broadcast this, that I've gotten this wisdom that's going to kick in and take me. I had the knowledge. I had the wisdom. I had the knowledge, but I wasn't applying it. And that's what I'm saying to you. If you've heard what I'm saying before, but you're not doing it, you are your own worst enemy. If you're still surrounded around procrastinators and naysayers, you are your own worst enemy. If you haven't made a plan of how you're going to implement your life, your business, your relationships, you're your worst enemy. And it's easy to do because I've done it. Very easy to do. I invested massive time into people that just didn't get it. And they wasn't willing to get it. I wanted to convince them that you can do this. And when I could have been investing my time, my wisdom, my abilities into someone that really wanted to change their life. So that is a discernment that you must take upon yourself and realize, implement the wisdom God gave you in discerning who you're connected to. Now, with that said too, think about this. How readily are you to listen to someone that's not making money? Okay? It's very, very hard to listen to someone else tell you you're going to make a lot of money and they're not making money. So you have to be a product of the result. You have to be the result that they're looking for. And it's very hard to get there, but it can be done. I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm experiencing it. No, I'm not rich. I'm financially secure, but it's on a low scale. I'm still considered on the national scale. I'm still in poverty, but I feel blessed. Okay, and that's where living a life of gratitude will change everything. Me and Sam walked a book. Can't remember what the name of it was. Damn, Sam, that's funny. That was teaching us about living a life of gratitude. And as I was going through the process of that book, day to day, it was a 28-day broadcast that we did, in Google Hangout and in Tiny Chat. But by the end of that time, I didn't even realize how well the book was impacted. Because some things did start to change about it. And that's a very good series. It's on my YouTube channel. If you didn't experience it, it's there for you to go and experience. It's a 28-day broadcast of all we did was read and applied the principles. And it changed not on a drastic scale, because it's something that I'm going back and I'm going through my own recordings to reaffirm my desire to live a life of gratitude. But I recognize the change in me of becoming more humble, more empathetic, and more understanding of how the it works in relationships, and we take so much for granted. So, with that said, one of the key things is recognizing where you are and being grateful for it. Making a plan, if you don't like where you are, making a plan to organize where you're going to go. And then apply it. It's just that simple. It sounds so simple, and I'm sitting here in awe because as much as I've studied and much as I've looked for it, I was bulking the situation, and I kept trying to do it the hard way. And some of you that know me know, they're probably like, oh my God, where's she going now? But I guess I'm just here to affirm a change in me. And when I relinquished control and gave it to God, He opened a door that I'm in awe about. And I know you're wondering, what is she talking about? I'm going to share it with you, but not right now. What I really wanted today's show to be was, do you have any questions or comments about organizing your 2015? Okay. One of the things that I'm recommending to everybody is choose this year for major change in every area of your life, even if you're comfortable with it. If you're comfortable with it, then you're settling in and accepting no more growth. And no more growth means you're dying. And nobody wants to go down that road because at some point you really truly die. I had health issues. And I kept doing the same old things, but wanted new results. And it wasn't going to happen. So I had to invest into some time into myself. And where I am today compared to Thanksgiving Day, on Thanksgiving Day I was rushed to the hospital. And I spent 5 days in the hospital, unable to breathe on my own. It is January 1st. And I am no longer on oxygen. I feel better because I applied the things that I learned to change my life. And it's just, you are in control of you. If you, and I'm not perfect, far from. I'm still struggling with some issues, like smoking. I still smoke. And I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe on my own Thanksgiving Day. And I'm stupid enough to pick up a cigarette. I know it sounds crazy. It's a very addicting habit. And it's not just making up your mind and doing it. You struggle with this habit, this smoking thing. But I'm glad to say I'm not a 2-pack smoker a day anymore. I'm not even a 1-pack smoker a day anymore. I am getting it down. So I'm grateful for that. And with God's help, He's going to take it all the way out of my life. It's up here that the mental block, I've got to release that mental block of I can do it. And I it's funny. Have you ever been at war with yourself? Oh my God. I've been at war with myself. With the smoking. Try having a war with yourself about something. It's funny, and at the same time, you want to murder yourself. But the second thing I want to go into is apply every single day that gratitude thing. When I say gratitude thing, it's writing down what you're grateful for. Okay. Gratitude changes so much. Me and Sam started that gratitude journey back in, I think, October. And, I didn't do it every day, but I applied a lot of the principles into my life when I consciously thought about it. There's that word conscious. Um, I would, it would pop up and then I would do it. Well, one of my affirmations for this year, one of my goals this year is to actually apply every single day the gratitude road. Telling people I'm grateful for you, being grateful for the life I'm living, because it could be gone tomorrow. I looked at, over the past month, how many people have, just by being in a certain place at a certain time, lost their life. How quick it comes. It's a blink of an eye. So, and I said, I've got to live life because it could be gone tomorrow. You can't be so focused in one area of your life that the other areas are failing. You've got to balance it. And it's not easy. I'm not here to sit here and say it's easy, because it's not. If you're struggling and need money, you've got to sit down and figure out where your money's going. Is it making you more money? Or are you just blowing it in the wind because you're living on a hope? Are you applying the gratitude behind your money, that you're grateful that you're receiving it when you get it? Are you sharing it? Are you paying it forward to help other people? It's all kind of things. Money is a tool. If you're not using that tool properly, you're not building that foundation. So you got to look at the aspects of your life and put some principles in place to follow. If you haven't made a plan this year, I highly recommend sitting down and make a plan. Now, no, I didn't put together a plan for you. I'm not here to sell you nothing. I just wanted to have a conversation with whoever wanted to have a conversation with me. And I know you guys are wondering, okay, where's she going? What's she selling? What's she doing? And because that's what we usually get when we go on webinars and broadcasts. Somebody has something to sell. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to just shake up the cobwebs in the brain and see if you are missing anything in your life. I might spark that light bulb to go off and be like, yeah, she's right. I got to go sit down and write this out. Because it's funny. Yesterday, I pulled my journal out and I read over last year, that same day last year, and the list of things that I had on there. And I'm still focused on a major part of them. I haven't accomplished them because I didn't plan them. So, but there were little things that I should have done. I didn't do. I've done it this year. I'm laughing because it's so. If I wish I had seen it and done it sooner, but I'm grateful for I got it now. Okay, because I see the results. I see where I'm going. I see, because I got it laid out. And when you have it laid out and you're reaffirming it every single day, now I don't mean sit up and just, spend an enormous amount of time in non-income producing activities. 5 minutes a day, write down what you have, let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Hold on. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. I have a journal. This is my journal. My journal. Okay, on one side of my journal, which is the beginning of my day, I write down what I'm grateful for. And it says, I have a successful business. I have more money than I can spend. I have all my needs and wants of my, let's see, have all my needs and some of my wants met and lack for nothing. That's very affirming. You're never going to lack if you affirm you're not lacking. And it sounds crazy. You're like, yeah, right. I just say it and it's going to happen. Life ain't made like that. Yes, it is. You have to believe it. You have to believe it. Um, and there, I filled up a list as far as I could go. I could have wrote more, did what I did, and then on this side, I applied me. Uh, what are you? What do you think about you? Not what somebody else says or somebody's opinion or nothing. It's what we think of ourselves. And you've got to affirm those things. If you're lacking in confidence, you have to tell yourself, I am confident. Even if you don't feel it confident. A month ago, I didn't feel confident to sit on this broadcast on cam and say the things I'm saying. I felt horrible. Literally. I had no confidence. I was depressed. I had no energy. It was crazy. I'm telling you, Thanksgiving Day was the kickoff to I'm going to die. That's how I felt. I came home with a condition on oxygen, and I had just literally gave up and said, okay, I'm going to die, so I might as well just start preparing. And I thought, later, I thought, that's not me. What's going on? Why am I giving up? And I started to think of all the wisdom that had been shared with me and I've come across, and I said, no. I literally said no and turned it around in less than 30 days to where I'm seeing miracles. So it's you that has to fix everything. Where your blocks are, ask yourself, why do I have that block? And change it. I'll give you an example. I was very self-conscious of my appearance to the point where I didn't want to get in front of the camera. And I found myself just a week ago thinking about what is it that's holding me back from being in front of the camera. And it was vanity. And I thought, okay, I'm not a vain person, so what's going on? Why do I feel this way? And it comes back to taking care of ourselves. I was taking myself for granted, and I was not caring for myself as well as I used to. And because I asked myself, what's different now that I didn't have then? I had so much confidence back in the day that I was unstoppable. And what it was, I was applying the things that gave me the confidence. When you look good, you feel good. Go get your hair done. Go get a haircut. Do what makes you feel good. Because it's the feelings that feed the confidence. Okay, I had settled in to this mindset of what's the word I'm looking for? Low maintenance. Okay? I settled into the idea of low maintenance. I didn't want to do nothing. I taken on attitude. I'm cool. No makeup, no hair, cut all my hair off. But I didn't like what I done. Okay, I thought I did, but it was really eroding my confidence. So I analyzed that and I said, okay, let's fix it. Let's apply energy into me. And I fixed it. And as I go about each little thing, I feel a block. I'm asking myself, why do I feel that block? And I'm fixing it. And that's how simple it is for you to do the afraid to pick up the phone and talk to somebody about what you do, ask yourself why. What are you taking on you that keeps you talking to another human being, because that's all they are, about how you can help them in their life? See, it's the mindset that we have, and it's a me. It's a me situation. Turn it around, because it's not about you. When you reach out to help someone, you're reaching out to give to them. If they don't want to receive it, you can't take it personal, because they're not ready. And everybody's not ready. You have to keep seeking for the people that are ready. You just say thank you for the time you gave me and move on to the next person. You could become a dynamite phone call if you could just turn your mindset around on how you approach the person on the other end of the phone. You know, I find myself now calling somebody and saying things like, "Are you looking for change in your life?" I don't say nothing after that. They'd be like, "Who is this?" My name is Deborah Wardenberg from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I got your phone number as a lead, and I just simply want to know, are you looking for change in your life? Well, yeah, I'm looking for change in my life. What do you offer? And I'm like, but are you willing to work for that change? Are you willing to do what you need to do to fix your life and make changes that will turn your life into an abundance? And I guess some people hang up the phone on me, and I guess some people say, well, it sounds cool what you're saying, but you ain't telling me that. And I go on to see how much they want to know. It's asking them, what are you willing to do? What does your budget say you can do? If it's costing something, ask them. Don't tell them what it costs. Just say, what are you willing to invest in yourself? What are you willing to spend to fix your life? Always turn it around. It's never about you. Now, of course, they join you, that's going to affect you, but it's not about you. And a light bulb moment went off for me when, let's see where I'm at right now, when I was setting up my new business venture. It dawned on me, oh my God, I can do this standing on my head. And I just couldn't see it. But it's crossed my path. I just wasn't ready for it. Have you ever been in a place where you've seen it, been there before, but you wasn't ready for it? As they say, when the student is ready, the teacher will show up. Something on that scenario like that. Girlfriend of mine, some of you may know her, Terry, out of New Jersey. She brought this to me two years ago. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't get the concept. I didn't see the benefits. And if I had a then, ain't no telling where me and her could be right. But everything shows up when it needs to show up, and I'm grateful for it. With 2015, I'm going to become very focused. I have a lot of friends that still send me their link for hypes and different things. And I don't have anything wrong with those. Just make sure that you know what you're doing. Because I've made a lot of money with it. Very few burnt me. I have been burned, but very few. You probably can count them on one hand. But they're unsustainable. That was what I didn't like about them. They're not sustainable. You can't put your trust in them, and you can't depend upon them. So why build something might be gone in 90 days? Then you got to start all over again. It's getting that product of your own that you're going to have to work very hard on. Now, when I talked about copy-paste business, that's not your product, but you're in great control of how that's ran, uh, what you can do with it, and it leads up to you having your own. Uh, and I keep mentioning it because, and I'm not really promoting that. I'm just keep mentioning it because it's one of the best uh, programs I had for 2014. Okay, it took out 2014 booming. I was very happy. And ironically, I'm not active right now, or I would be promoted. I'm not active. I'd be more than happy to share with anybody that wants to be and learn the training from Roger. Uh, I'll give you my sponsor. You know, if you don't know anybody or you're not in it, you're thinking about it, or you can work with me. I have a site that I've set up, but I'm not doing the whole 9-yard gamut that they're doing. DSD, nothing wrong with it, but it gives you a lot of control. So if you're dealing with things that are not giving you results, I highly recommend getting involved in learning how to do copy paste. The other is work on personal development every single day. Make a plan of setting aside at least an hour a day. Try 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night of working on you, writing your goals. Writing it down is like signing a contract with the universe. When you write it down and you sign it down, when you write it down and you affirm with the universe, this is my plan for my life. So that's why you want to do it that way. Write it down, and we got to stop being lazy and not want to, do what is God given. He gave us hands to figures to write with. You have it up here, put it on paper. We've gotten so complacent as a society. We don't want to do nothing. The basic natural things that we should be doing, we don't want to do it no more. We don't want, we got everything else doing it for us, like dishwashers, to wash the dishes. That's just an example. It's funny. I don't have a dishwasher. My daughter's dying because we don't have a dishwasher.
Yeah.
I wash dishes.
That sucks.
It's nothing wrong with washing dishes. And when you take into account the poison in our water today, Taylor, I'm live. You see?
Hi, I'm Taylor. I just woke up.
This is my daughter. This is my daughter right here.
Oh.
My youngest baby. She came in here to see what I'm talking about today.
Hey, Taylor, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Just sitting here.
That's good. You guys working hard or hardly working?
I believe we're hardly working.
Hardly working. Sam is my production manager. He's recording today's show. He's also my associate in Bicep. Okay, that sounds great to me because I'm hungry.
Yes.
But now she's taking me off where I was going. But writing it down, making a plan. Evaluate everything. Take today and evaluate everything you've gotten involved. If it's not working for you, don't keep investing in something that's not working. Find something that does and apply that as your primary principle of and put everything you can into it in the way of learning how to promote you as what you do. Which comes to mind, if you're not blogging, you need to set up a blog and start blogging. And in future shows, I'm going to show you there are tools that, and I'm not a blogger. Some of y'all might have saw that on some of my, little bios. I love the blog. That is a lie. I'm gonna admit it. I hated blogging. I didn't get it. But that's not the case now. I've learned the value of blogging and how it helps me. So I'm now beginning to blog. But I got tools. I bought some very inexpensive tools that allowed me to say what I want to say on my blog without investing a lot of time. Uh, but I had to learn SEO as well to know how to put my articles together. When you have an idea and you know the keywords for that idea, and you put those keywords into what article, the universe of the internet will bring to you the knowledge to put it to print and put it on your blog. And I hope I make sense when I'm saying this, but you can spin other people's articles and it'll say exactly what you want it to say. Just they put it in print before you did. But you can make it unique, and that's what spinning does. It makes it unique and it makes it yours. You can also be an authoritative blog where you're putting other people's articles on your blog, but you're giving them the credit for the written word of it, and it still brings traffic to your blog. Because when somebody does a search for that word, if you SEO'd it right, you set your blog up right, it'll come up in the search results, and they might click your link versus the very person you took the article from. I had that happen to me, and the first time it happened to me, I was like, oh my God, they opted into me, and I got that article from someone else. It blew me away. So if you're a blogger and you've experienced that, then you know why I'm laughing, because I hadn't experienced it. I'm sitting sideways, so every time I look this way, I'm actually in front of my monitor because my laptop, the monitor went out, and I have two desks here that I'm working from. The laptop's on one desk facing me, which the cam is on, and then I've got the monitor on right here. So that's why I'm looking sideways to see how much more time. I'm not going to take up a lot of your time today. I've devoted an hour to just have a conversation. We're down to the last 15 minutes. So if anyone has a question about what I've talked about, or you have a comment or suggestion, put it in the chat box, or you can request to come on the panel with me and Sam, and you can speak as we are. And don't, this is a secure place. We're not going to beat you up. So don't be afraid to do it. You can actually use this as a stepping stone of becoming confident of being in front of the camp if you're one of those people that are afraid of being in front of the camp. But we are recording it, and, so I know a lot of people, when I was doing Blog Talk Radio, they didn't want to come on the radio show. They're like, oh, I can't do that. I can't. And I asked them why. They said, I don't want nobody to see me. I'm not used to this. And I said, but it's radio. You're only going to be talking. They're only going to hear you. And they were still afraid. So the fear that is holding people back is all in your head. And I've been there. I'm not sitting here acting like it's easy, because I've been there. But it really is in our head. It's what we feel about ourselves. And that's where the personal development will come into play and change what you think other people think about it. Because they don't matter. As long as you know who you are, what you are, whose you are, you don't care. You just come up with the confidence rises to the point where you just don't care. Because they're formulating their opinion, but opinions are like butts, holes. Everybody got one. What does that make it truth simply because somebody said it? No, it doesn't. So our confidence can be eroded because we put too much value in what other people say. Stop. Just for your sake, stop it. And think about why you believe what you believe. Yesterday, me and my daughters were writing down. This is a very simple exercise that you can do to change some of the mindset that you walk around with. Take a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. And then all the critical comments or thoughts or statements that's been made to you that you think that's what other people think about you, write it down. And then on the opposite side of the paper, I want you to write down what you think of yourself and see how much it matches up. And then in the process of doing that, now what I want you to do is look at what you wrote down and ask yourself, who would I be without that? Without someone else's critical comment, you'd be a thriving, enterprising, assertive and confident person. But it's easy to fall into that scenario. I did it. I'm blown away that I ended up there because the one thing that I was considered was a very confident person. Everybody that knew me says they were so confident she just steps out and does it. And I was one of those, I think about it and then I was doing it. I was one of those kind of people. And all of a sudden I fell into a situation where that wouldn't me no more. Well, that changed. Thank God for wake-up calls. And that was just God screaming at me. Thanksgiving Day was God screaming at me and saying, I didn't send you there to sit around and be nothing. I need to use you to help others. So get off your butt. And he gave me a wake-up call because it's a frightening experience to be in a situation where you can't breathe on your own. And even when they're giving you the oxygen and you're in the ambulance and you're on the way to the hospital, you don't know if you're going to die. That's literally where I was. And that's not the first time. But it will be my last. It will be my last. I'm doing everything I can to change it. Do we have any questions? Maurice has shared. Okay, we got down to 7 minutes. He shared a blog with us. Yes, Maurice has shared a link with everyone. Maurice, would you like to tell us what that link is for without us going there? I'm going to go there when the broadcast is over with. Is there something you'd like to share with us? Why don't you come on the panel and help us understand what are you doing and how are you doing it and how's it working out for you? Because you shared your blog. Now that lets me know that you're a blogger. Maybe you have some tips that would help other people know about with blogging. Because you're blogging. I see blogspot.com. Okay. How are you using that blog? That's the other thing. How people use their blog can be extremely significant. If you just got a spam farm, it don't work. It's giving value to others on that blog. Not saying you're doing that. I'm just saying I've learned that the blog can be very effective when you're delivering content that will be, and when you write your articles, I think that somebody's going to get that light bulb moment, and you'll be amazed at how much better your articles are. Come on. You were confident enough to share your link. I won't force you, but if you have a comment you'd like to share with, that'll be part of the video, the recording, share it, and I'll speak it, and we'll discuss it. But I'm glad to see that you're blogging. That says that, you've got part of a plan, and you could deliver a lot of value from that plan. So, Stan, do you have anything you'd like to share with that'll be in the recording for people because I'm going to blast this to my Facebook group for those that, and I realize it's New Year's Day, people are probably, the ones that went out last night, they're probably just now getting up and getting themselves together for the day. Those that stayed home and partied, they're probably going through the same situation. And then there are those that didn't do nothing, went to bed, and they woke up early and went back to work, which that was me. Me and Sam was very late last night putting together our directories, and because we're so excited about this new path we're on, and I'm going to be sharing this in the future with you guys. This path we're on, because it's not just about us. It is about to help anybody that wants to participate in helping offline businesses advertise inside of Facebook, a very unique way, and you're going to get paid for this. It's not going to cost you a dime. I know you guys are like, well, tell us what it is. I'm going to do a show as soon as we complete the prototype of the first directory, which it is up. You can go to Cincinnati Business Directory inside of Facebook, and it'll come up, and you can look at what I'm talking about. I'll share that much with you. And then we also have the Asheville Marion Directory. You can go put that into the search of Facebook, and that one will come up. We've got two right now we're working on, and when we complete those two, I'm actually going to do a show, a broadcast, and demonstrate the value of these directories. And then I'm going to break it down for you, how you can make money with them. And all you got to do at the end, I'm going to tell you right now, all you got to do is say, I want one. Now, this is the thing. We can't saturate. So what I'm doing, anybody that wants one, I'm going to set them up one. And you'll just manage it. Everything will be in autopilot. And when I know you're like, oh, yeah, right. Because everybody that say it's on autopilot, you got to do some work. No, truly, this will be on autopilot. And the part that's not, you only have to be willing to do it, or how outsourcer to do it. It's very simple. It was a big learning curve for me, but I'm going through the learning curve so I can simplify it for the rest. And sometimes even simplifying it for the rest can be challenging, and I know that because I've been there. So I'm going to make sure that it's not in this situation, but this is something that people are already doing. They're just not paying you to do it, and that changes everything. And you're going to be able to help them with so much other stuff with their business. Because I was amazed at well-established companies offline, how their sites look like crap. They don't have no social media. They just got a site. They just threw up a site. And it's most of the sites I've been seeing are 5 years old, and they need to be updated to the new flashy version. In fact, there's a template I'm going to buy this year, in this month, that is I want to apply to Fox Advertising site, that I've been seeing it on other people's site, and it looks really good. So I'm not even all the way to the newest, but that site, that theme is so powerful and interactive and features things so well. I'm going to get that thing and put it on Fox Advertising. That's my company, Fox Advertising, and that's what we're setting up, is how to selling advertising to offline businesses that want to get online, and it is a wealth of money offline that they're paying Yellow Pages and the neighborhood newspaper, and that they don't even know how to get online. They don't know how to get themselves started. And most of the larger companies are charging 2 arms and a leg to bring them, because they know they're well-established business. We're talking about lawyers, chiropractors, salons, eye shops. It's wide open. Me and Sam have put together 105 category. And that's how many is going to be in the directory. And we're going to 105 category businesses. And when I get, I'm really shooting myself in the foot right now because I'm giving you too much information. But look for my broadcast next week because that's when I'm going to unveil it. Come listen to what I got to say, and all I can say is this: I can take 1%. That's all I can take. 1 per city. So, and it's not going to cost you not 1 red cent. I'm not selling you anything. And this is going to make you a boatload of money. So if you're interested, be here next week. Next week's show is going to be about boatload of money and advertising. Yes, Cincinnati Business Directory and the Asheville Marion Business Directory. They're both on Facebook right now. When you get to the directory, it is a fan page, and you have to see where on the, the crossbar where it says directory. Click that. Go there. We are manually putting in the listings. They go under all the categories, and I think Sam's only has 1 category, and he's doing his listings in because we found a way. This is going to be really nice. We found a way that we can actually put all 505 categories together in 3 days. I'm saying 3 days max because we got the tools. And I had to figure out how to work the tools. And now that I figured it out, I put this aside for a minute to come do this broadcast. But we're going back to finishing those 2 directories. And then next week, I'm going to be ready to pull on whoever wants to partner as an associate to Bots Advertising and manage their own directory for their town. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's why, when you hear how phenomenal this is going to be, I'm not worried about anybody. If you don't want to do it, fine. I don't care. Because there's 1 or 2 ways I could do it. I could hire a bunch of outsourcers and have them manage them. But I wanted to bring people that are truly want to change their lives and see results. And really get in a socialpreneur circumstance with businesses. If you have never been a business-to-business seller in sales, it's phenomenal when you got the right product, and money just pours out the sky. And I knew that. I just, I kept messing with all the other stuff, and by the grace of God, I'm in the right place at the right time. And I want to bring you on board. So do some of the things that are necessary to make your plan for 2015. And I want to thank you. I'm not going to keep you no longer. I'm going to respect your time. I just wanted to have a conversation. Sam, did we get anybody come through that had questions or comments or statements or anything? Okay, Mario. There was a question from Mario. You can speak. On the room. Okay, he wanted to know about how to get a room. Marish, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing your name right. It's Morris. Morris, I want to thank you for being here for the whole show, the whole broadcast, and sharing your blog with us. I'm going to go there and check it out. And, you strike me as somebody that is seeking, and you're a go-getter. So I'm looking forward to getting to know you and possibly have you, associate with us and have. Where are you from? What city are you in? And I asked this question because I'm looking at you know, I can research before next week and see maybe we can get you a directory up, right away. But if you're interested.
Yes, I forgot I could speak.
Hey, Steve.
Uh, yeah,
Huh?
Maris come in and put up. I forgot that I could speak on this thing too. Uh, but it's been very, very
I wonder why you weren't
challenging.
talking.
Well, I had it muted
Huh?
so it wouldn't drown you out and
Oh,
back feed or anything like that.
right, like that echoing. I got you. But I wonder why you wouldn't answer my question. But you say Maris did what?
She came in and, like you said, she was. Uh, I checked out the website uh, and it's had to translate it to English. So I don't know what
Oh.
country they're from. They're a foreigner. Maris.
Uh-huh.
So we do appreciate you coming in,
Now,
Maris.
Maris, if you're not in the if you're not in the United States, check this out. These directories are global. I can put these directories anywhere because everywhere has business. Okay? So it's not leaving you out. If you're in another country, that country has businesses, and those businesses want to be found. So it's not like you can't participate in another country. But that show's next week, and I'm going to be prepared to share with you guys exactly how it's going to work. And as I said, I can only, especially here in the United States, I can take one per geographic location. And if you're in a small city, it might take the county or whatever, but we're going to get all that worked out. But you just, you want to, if you're looking for a real simple way to be it, see revenue, and because it's generating revenue is what it's all about. Okay, it's not about a boatload of cash and a heavy hit like that, and then it's gone. No, this is generated revenue on a very big scale. And I can't do it all by myself. Don't even want to. So I'm looking for people that really truly want to change their life and don't mind committing to managing one of the directors in their town. With that said, where are we at, Sam? I actually went over, so
two
I want
minutes.
to,
Two more minutes if you can talk for about 2 more minutes.
Oh, what time you got?
Well,
I got 2:08.
The recording's lasted 58 minutes so far.
Oh, okay. I was speaking of the clock. I was like, well, my clock is all screwed up here. But we're down to we're over the top of the hour. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and having a conversation with me, basically listening. And I hope I delivered value, in just sharing my experience with you. My YouTube channel is Deborah Burden. And connect with, I'm going to put this recording on my YouTube channel. Please go, subscribe and like it. If you want to share this with somebody else, that's great. Implement the plans that it takes to plan your future for 2015. And if you do that, you will have one awesome year. With that said, I want to say Happy New Year, each and every one of you. Thank you for coming, and I will see you. I can't say in the new year because we're here now. I will see you next week. Now, tomorrow, let me show you this. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to be in Google Hangout. Like I said, I'm going to do 1 hour in broadcasting in Tiny Chat and 1 hour the next day on Fridays in Google Hangout. Tomorrow will be, it'll be about blueprinting as well. I'm going to be a little more focused than what I was today. So look for that to go out. And I'm going to say up front, if we get busy with where we're going, with what we're doing, I may just wait till next Friday. And I say that because I'm right in the middle of launching this and getting. I got the pages published, I got the directories up, and I just need to fill them because I've already started the advertising campaign inside of Facebook for people to like the page.
Also,
So,
tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, Stan Jakowski and I will be broadcasting from marketingtelecenter.com and talking about internet marketing,
well, see,
autoresponders,
that's another thing. Right.
hosting, internet marketing, and broadcasting as well. 1 o'clock Eastern Time,
So you know what?
marketingtelecenter.com.
Marketing Telecenter.
.com.
Tomorrow, 1 o'clock. I'm gonna let you guys, do that, and I'll set my Friday up for next Friday at a different hour. So, Sam, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, we
And you
we are,
guys do that on Fridays.
we
You're
are
right.
number 6 episode, and it's all been recorded in
Your sixth episode.
YouTube. Yeah, it'll be number 6, and it's all been recorded in YouTube. If anybody wants to search it out, they can go to YouTube search Marketing
Well,
Telecenter.
you know what? That sounds good. You guys got that Marketing Telecenter, and in Toddy Chat, and tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Sam and Stan are going to be sharing with you guys the necessary tools that you need for your plan to be better at what you do, and all to get everything. It's called working smarter, not harder. Because if you don't have these key tools in place, that's what you're doing. You're working harder. Sam, thank you very much for helping me out with today's show, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in Marketing Telecenter with Stan and Sam.
Okay,
You
good.
guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.
Good day,
Thanks,
everybody.
Stan.
See you tomorrow, Stan.